Alright, let's go check out another map. I really like this map. We might actually use it. It's nice. Oh, we're just looking at Spring Valley, Sunny Keys. I mean, let's give it a chance. I don't really want to build here, but I want to at least look at them all. Alright. Okay. Any cool features right in front? Some kind of a castle entrance area, which we'll probably destroy if we build here. Another broken ship. Weird highway system directly along the water. That isn't complete except two dirt roads. What is this? Just a dirt road. Okay. Let's expand the map so we can see. Do have access to the ocean. And lots of islands. This little castle thing. Right, let's go count connections too. Oh my god, look at this. That's... I don't even know what to say about that. Okay, so we've definitely got one road entrance. One train and a road entrance here, so 1 and 2. Here's another train entrance. 2 and 2, 2 and 3, here's another road entrance. And another road entrance. 2 and 4, 3 and 4, here's another train entrance, okay. 3 and 5. Alright, so we've got 3 and 5, which is okay. I don't see anything for this map that's really calling out to me. This intersection's kind of funky. It looks like it might be actually very effective for heavy flow of traffic, though it's all just exit lanes, and I don't know that it'll be able to be. These lanes are too close together to be upgraded, so you know this is going to be a pain to try to upgrade. This little bay is kind of cool. I like the water, actually. It'd be good for all my resorts, but let's go to the next map. Did I turn my stream on? Yes, okay. Just want to be sure I'm not just talking to myself, which I am most of the time anyway, but... Alright, this map is really nice. This Victory Harbor, we might end up using that. Sunny Keys was meh. Starfort Delta I've checked out. It's really cool. It's got this big star-shaped fort and stuff, but like, I don't know, it seems too planned out. Rosenstein Castle I've seen. It's not a bad map. Rock Valley we've never seen. Let's go check this one out. Let's see what this first tile has. A little funky roundabout off of a highway entrance, which is a little disconcerting. Going to dirt roads. Oh, God. Let's unlock everything. Whoops. That way we can really see the map, but this one looks kind of janky. Let's check it out. Rock Valley. Okay. Well, we've got this intersection. This one looks a little bit played with. Let's go count the connections first of all. Let's go to the edge of the map. That's the big thing. Go to this corner and start. Kind of like a delta. All right, one highway connection. Oh, why would they go from highway down to 2-lane, or down to, that's crazy. And one train so far, so 1 and 1. Look at this. It's like you live in Pennsylvania or something. 1 and 2. I like this intersection. This is actually really nice. 1, 2 and 2. Okay. Three and 3. 3 and 4. Alright, so 3 and 4. 3 tracks, 4 roads. Let's go check the rest of the map out. Nice looking delta. What is this? Some kind of a ruin of a town. Centralia, Pennsylvania. There's a coal fire underground there. You know it. It's burning away. And I kind of like the rivers, how they did them. I don't know that I want to build here. Maybe. It's a little foggy here. I do like these rivers. This is kind of nice. I kind of like the valley, how the track and the road wind down together. But other than that, it's pretty just okay. There's not a lot of great... Oh, there's hardly any trickle coming in there. So you know there's going to be water problems on this map immediately. Alright, so you know all your discharges would have to be down here somewhere. It's coming or going? I can't tell. It's going. Looks like it's going. Okay. Okay, next map. I'm not too hot on this one. Alright, so that was Rock Valley. Let's go to Pine Lakes. We've never seen this one. I was going to turn on some music too. I need something to listen to while Okay, so let's check out the first tile. What do we got here? Dirt road called Morgan Road. That's a crazy looking intersection. It looks like a bat. That's just a traffic nightmare, if you ask me. That would have to be reworked. Alright, let's go through the areas and unlock them all. And this way we can get a good look at the map. Alright, where are we here? Let's go check our connections first. So one road. Oh. Two roads, but this one isn't finished. Just here with these weird tunnel things. So we'd have to tunnel. So two roads. Huge mountains here. Three roads. No train tracks yet. That's a little concerning. Alright, here's our first track. A very small stream. Four roads. One track is bad. It's very, very bad. We'd have to have a very low rate of trains in this map, or we would just have a huge, huge train jam. Wait, here's the second one. So we have two. So two trains. Let's go check out the rest of the map. Big lake. Wonder if that gives us ocean access, maybe. A little mapped out area for a little community. A just horrible intersection. This is probably good as long as the population stays low in the general area. But I mean, this is an entrance highway, so like, I don't know. I'd love the mountainous region. I could really have some fun up here with my mountain thing. Oh, check this out. Why? Check out the train track. What? Why would you do that? That's kind of cool, though. I like that, actually. The Midwest. I lived in Iowa and Nebraska for a while, so like Midwest Plain states. This is more like, yeah, this is probably more like Ohio or Pennsylvania than it is anything else. Or like high Rockies somewhere. This would be like more like high desert area in the Rockies, but they had trees and grass. Kind of what it looks like, actually. I like how they did the train. I didn't realize you were sitting there watching me, hey. Yeah, Colorado, somewhere. High desert area, maybe like, I don't know if you've ever been out to where like Pikes Peak is area, or like that area of Colorado it's kind of looks like this, except it's not as green. It's literally just desert at elevation. Cactuses and everything. All right, let's go to the next map. I've got so many maps, I haven't even looked at half of them. I'm trying to find something super. Alright, so we've seen Starfort Delta. Rosenstein Castle was good. Rock Valley, Pine Lakes was okay. Paradise Coast. Let's check this one out. I've never seen this one. 75% building area, which is actually kind of surprising. Look at all that water. I call BS on 75%. Of course they do, just like in real life. I pay way higher taxes than my neighbors, like 6 blocks away. Coastal city, yeah. Let's see, this is the first tile, and it's got some. What is happening with the train tracks? They just dead-ended it. Okay. Some interesting highway work by the dev here. So let's unlock it all and see what this map has to offer. One of them had 4 or 5 highway entrances and 4 train entrances into the map, which is really nice. And the map is also really nice. We may end up using that one. That was one of the first ones we looked at. Right, let's go check our entrances here. Kind of love how they did the road here. Kind of reminds me of a Top Gear episode or something. Alright, so we have definitely one road entrance. Come on, trains. What I really need is a lot of train entrances. 2 road entrances. 3 road, 1 train so far. 2 train. Alright, so 3 road, 2 train. Which is not a lot to work with. But we do have a lot of boat access here that I'm not used to having, so maybe that'll change some things. Let's check out the rest of the map. I want to follow this roadway from our beginning here. It kind of looks pretty cool. I like how they've done the road. Nice intersection layout. I kind of wish I had that. I do have a ton of intersections I didn't realize I had. I just found yesterday. I don't like how they're using the on-ramps as the actual highways because I won't be able to upgrade this. These are too close together. I would have to dismantle this entire highway and rebuild it, which would be kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, this has got a very cool highway system, though. Alright, this map is like 50-50. Yeah, like look at it. It's all, well, these are 3 lanes here. But when you get over to like the ones that go through the mountains, watch what happens. It goes down to 1 lane. Where does it start at? Right here. It's all 1 lane highway. Just like the on-ramp and off-ramp is what they used to build this. And they've put them so close together that I won't be able to upgrade this into highway segments because they're just so close together. Which is kind of funny how they... One of the maps we looked at earlier was like that too. Seemed like all of the roads they put through the mountainous regions were just the little on-ramp style. This map's okay. I don't think I'm ever going to build on this. Let's go to the next one. A rural highway. Yeah. Alright, Victory Harbor was one of the best ones. It had a ton of connections and a lot of very interesting features. Sunny Keys was okay. Starfort Delta was actually good, but like, I don't know. There's just something about it that seemed forced. Rosenstein Castle wasn't too bad. Rock Valley was just meh. Pine Lakes was meh. Paradise Coast was meh. Oxbow River. Let's check this one out. I haven't seen this one yet. The map that I'm currently building and that I have my huge city on is a very challenging map. I really enjoyed that one. But it's almost full, so that's why I'm kind of scouting out new maps. I feel like that I've learned enough from this game. I can really get a little more interesting with my builds. I've built intersections like this, and they work well as long as your population isn't crazy, or you just designate local traffic, but theirs looks way better than mine ever did. What is this? Oh, old castle ruins. I wish they give us the ability to fix these up. I wonder if CS2 does. It does look very nice, doesn't it? Kind of like how they've done some of the exits. They're very interesting. Ooh, a 2-line track. Let's go open this up and see what we got here. I'm all about extra train lines, man, because I don't have access to that never-ending like connection pack like the computer people do. I mean, I have some stuff. I've probably got like 15 or 16 like asset packs or, DLCs for skyscrapers, different road intersections, like different train stuff. I've got like hotels and resorts, mountain stuff, financial district stuff. Oh, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff I do have access to that I just don't have stuff like the computer version of this. They're very tailored on some of the stuff they have access to. I wish I had. I mean, I'd pay for it. They just need to fucking publish it for us. All right, let's go to the ends of the map here and see what's coming and going. So we'll start here. So 1 highway, 1 train. Is that a 3-lane? Yes. 2 train entrances. This one's very extensive for some reason. Ooh, 3 highway entrances. Or wait, did I say how many are we at now? Just 1. 1, 2. Technically 3, but they're all connected to the same one. We'll say 3. European vibes, yeah. So 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 2. We'll say that's 1, 4, 5, and 2. An entrance is an entrance for me. 5 and 3. 6 and 3. Wow. A lot of open space here. 7 and 4. Alright, so 7 road entrances and 4 train entrances. So that's very freaking fantastic. What is this? A strip mining operation. So I do have water in and out, which is good. Kind of like the way they did the rivers. Tons of water access all over. You gotta be really careful to not pollute though. Is this going in or out? Okay, this is going out. That's good. Is this one coming in or out? This one's in. Okay. No. I have not. Kind of a nice intersection, actually. I like this. But it's strange. It's got an off-ramp that continues as a byway ramp that connects to an on-ramp that is also another off-ramp. That is different. Why would they do that? Why not just merge it on right here, right? Like this one is? Why would you continue this down to here like this? I mean, some of the intersections are just odd. Maybe that'll work better for the traffic in the game. I don't know. Like this looks like it'll flow very smoothly until you get right here and it just does, well, I guess it's like 3 down to 1. That should be just back up to 3. Ooh, nice clover leaf. I like this. Wait a second. Oh, it's got run-up ramps. Okay. This is like some of the roads where I live, like in Chesapeake and Norfolk, Virginia area. Get a lot of stuff like that. Alright, next map. I do like this map to the point where I would probably build on this someday. Just because it would be somewhat of a challenge. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, new game. Okay, that was Oxbow, Midshire. I've seen this map. It looks, the whole map is what it looks like in the picture right there. That intersection's directly in the middle of the map, and there's barely any water. But it's completely flat. You'd be able to build a huge, sprawling metropolis. 96% build area. That's crazy. Badland Ridge. I've never seen this. Let's go look. The Shire. Which I may eventually build there, just because it's got 96% buildable area, and I could probably be able to get a population close to 1 million in a city that big. Ooh. We've seen this intersection before. This is a very nice intersection. I like it. Well, they've already got some stuff mapped out for you here. Interesting. An old abandoned... It is. It's Centralia, PA. Coal fires burning underground for a long time. Is this highway? No. Okay, so I like the way they have the roads set up right here. It's kind of cool. At least one train track. Let's unlock it. Whoops. Alright. Oh, check it out. Farming areas. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's start in this corner. One highway entrance. Two highway entrances. Jesus. Why does this map feel so big? Three highway entrances. Four highway, one train. Five highway. Six highway, two train. Three train. 7-3. 7-4 or 7-8-9. 9 entrances, because each one of these can be its own. 10? Really? 4, okay. We started in this corner right here, up here, right? Yeah, this is the corner we started in. Let's count those again, because I think I might be wrong. So 1, 2, 3. Any connection to the outside is valuable. 4 and 1, 5. 6 and 2. 6 and 3. 7 and 3. 8, 9 and 3. 10 and 3. 10 and 4. 10 and 4. That's crazy. All right, let's. Very little water though. We would have to actually be very creative with our water sources. Where is this coming from? Oh, a giant waterfall. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. I really like that. Okay. I love this waterfall. I actually might want to build here. And it's got so many road connections. Why are they doing this with the trains, though? It's strange. Alright, so this is a pretty simple map, other than it's got more road connections than I've ever seen on any other map. Let's look at the resources here. Which one's the resources? This one. So farming, we've got just a ton of oil resources here. Wow. Forestry is just pretty low, but farming is there at least. There's quite a bit of it actually. I don't see any ore. Oh, there is some ore here. A little bit here. There's a ridge of it here. That's the blackest oil patches I've ever seen, though. We'd be able to pump oil from these patches for a long period of time without worrying about running out. So this is definitely a yes map. We're going to come back to this eventually. Let's go to the next maps. That's a map we're definitely going to build on. I like that map. Alright, so Victory Harbor was a yes. Rosenstein Castle, probably a yes. Rock Valley, no, no, no. Maybe. Probably. Definitely yes. Tranquility Cove. Let's see what this is all about. Tons of water, 44%. Oof. It's already a mark against it. You'd have to get super creative with your land use. Nice snowy day. This is a good day to sit inside and do this kind of stuff. Oh, look at that. They have city quays already built to this one. In a very... Now, this feels like somewhere Pennsylvania. My God. I wish we could bring these factories back to life by building around them, you know? That'd be nice. I love the way they did this, though. We would definitely be able to add the ship thing here. Very cool feature for the first square. This is highway, street. Look at this. Oh, I wonder how well this works. I mean, this looks like it would actually keep traffic flowing, even if it was heavy. Except here. Even though this is... Well, it's not one way. Okay. Might have some problems with that. But let's open this map up and check it out. This looks like it might be a yes map already. Even though the building area is very small. I mean, we can always make it bigger by just developing more land, I guess. It's never really a problem. So, Shoreline Road. This is a nice map. You could build some really unique... Coastal highway. This kind of reminds me of something in California. Maybe Hawaii or something. That is different. I do like the windy highways, but I hate how they make it out of just that one lane on-ramp. Alright, here's one entrance for a highway. Haven't seen any train tracks yet. Two entrances for a highway. Here is a train line, that's good. 3 and 1. Four and 2. 5 and 3. 6. Okay. It's got a decent amount of connections. Workable. Let's go check out the rest of the stuff in the interior. I don't like these intersections though. Those are definitely something that would have to go. Cool old little fort or something. Love this bridge area. That's interesting. It's got a 2-lane run up that runs right through. Yeah. Okay, honey. That sounds nice. Thank you. Look at this intersection. So a tee off, a 4-way. So this looks like a typical intersection you'd see pretty much anywhere. I like how they did it with the bridge that comes winding around, though. Kind of dead ends it at a little industrial area down here. Shipbuilding. I will probably build on this map someday, because I could make some unique little towns and stuff through here, coastal areas, little resorts. It is a very nice map. It's got this one entrance on this peninsula over here, just all on its own. You could showcase your bridges on this map. I've got a bunch of different kind of bridge styles that I don't really ever use. This would... Yeah. It's nice. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look him up. This one looks nice, though. I like it. It's got some odd features I'd have to redo. Like, there's some intersections that are just really strange. That don't look like they would work. But this one's not bad. I like this. Like this. This is a big no-no. Traffic juggernaut. So I'll probably build on this. I do like it. Let's go to the next map and check it out. Is there any specific maps you want to see? Just let me know. So what are we up to? We did Oxbow, did this, did this. Where were we just at? Tranquility Cove, right? Yep, okay. Red Cliff Reservoir. This is going to have... I bet you this is going to be kind of like... whatchamacallit down in New Mexico. Or Utah. Where the hell is that? What am I thinking about? Oh yeah, looks like the American Southwest. Looks like Lake Mead, kind of, actually. Is this a different highway? Oh, yeah, okay, 1, 2 highway entries, there's one train. 2 and 1. dam, yeah. Wonder if it's already given power. 4 and 1. 2. 5 and 2. 6 and 2. Okay, so we got 6 and 2 for connections here. Let's see, where's the dam at? There is a dam, okay. Oh, but it's just an earthen dam. It's not actually here to make power. I mean, we could replace this and make one that makes power, you know. That's not a problem. I like the little overflow they made for it. It's just nice. To make an American Southwest resort town around the lake. I'm not sure what it looks like around Lake Mead in real life. I'd have to kind of look up some aerial shots of Lake Mead to see kind of what's built around it. Because I'm pretty sure this is what they're going for here, right? Except the dam is way smaller than what it would be in real life. And they've obviously got some water flow coming from right here because it is flowing. I wonder, does this thing make power? Let's see. I doubt that it does. I'll be really, really surprised. Oh, what does it make? Let's just stick a house there and see if it powers. I'll be amazed if it does. I don't hear a dam powering or anything right here. If it powers, then that's really cool. You could completely start part of your map without even having to build a power source. That would be a huge money saver. Come on, build. Seen some graphical errors though with this map. Look at the water. You see that happening? I've never had that problem before. I know they're probably trying to go for like the sun sparkling, but I don't know. I feel like I'm going to start having convulsions. Yep, not powered. Oh, you had a nice existence, little town. Just very briefly. You no longer exist. I wasn't too hot on that map, if I'm going to be honest. It was okay. It'd be a challenge. Midshire, no. Here we go. Promised Island. I've never seen this. It's 46% tropical theme. Let's see how promising Promise Island is. I'm the luckiest guy ever. My wife is in there making us Sunday brunch right now. My God. Okay. Oof. Roundabout nightmare. Look at this. Oh, no. No. Oh, I like that little thing in the middle, though. What is this? That's kind of cool. I like those features. But it'd be a shame because we'd have to destroy them to rebuild this freaking monstrosity. There's no way that works smoothly. I can see future gameplay with me just like swearing and deleting this whole area and trying to rebuild it after I've already built it up. Wow, there's a lot of them. Let's open this map up. The dev of this map was in the mood for circles, what can I say? Roundabout happy. He's going to have a roundabout for just randomly, right in the middle of the highway. We're going to throw a roundabout just because. I do like the look of the map so far, though. Let's go check out the entrances and exits. We'll start in this corner. Just quickly fly around the edge. A lot of access to the ocean, so that's good. We can get our ship lines out. So far, one highway entrance. Oof, this hurts. There's only one so far. One train entrance, two highway entrances. Come on, be at least one more. 3 highway entrances. 3 and 1, that's really not good. Ouch. Yeah. 3 and 1. Alright, well, let's go check out the rest of the island. I guess you don't have that much build space, so you're not going to have to worry too much about how big your city's really going to get. And the train line kind of just ends right here at a tunnel. What is this? A junkyard? And an old meth house, okay. I love this bay, though. You could really make a nice resort area right here. I do really like that bay. I like these intersections. I just wish they would make them wide enough apart. They're like, far enough apart that you could upgrade them and turn them into 2 or 3 lanes. But I can't upgrade this. I would have to completely rip this down and try to rebuild it in my own version, which wouldn't look as cool. I could really have some fun with the gondolas in this map. Gondola accessible only towns. Little secret cove back here. I like this windy road too, but we would have to redo it. Oh, it's a caldera. We could have a caldera village. There's water coming out of it even. Look at that. Water inside the caldera. It's actually kind of pretty. We'll definitely build on this map someday just because of the caldera. Like I'd love to build a volcano city. That would be cool. Okay. You don't have much room for building here though. You're going to have to... I have to be super, super, super creative with the land around. We could make more flat space, but there's not a lot. What did it say it was? 46%? Oof. I love the caldera though, so that's definitely going to be a yes for a build someday. Maybe even starting today, we'll see. I want to see some of the other maps though. I purchased one of these map packs the other day, and I haven't even looked at it yet. I don't even remember which one it is. Wait, where were we just now? Promise Island? Yes, okay. Orca Sound I have seen. It's a nice map, though there's nowhere to build. Nordheim. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Let's check it out. Maybe there's a crashed Viking ship on shore somewhere in Nordheim. I expect to see Vikings, or the remnants of a Viking village. Oh, it's got a tri-leaf intersection. What is that? That is very odd. Why? So people coming from that direction don't have... Alright, let's open this map up right away. Whoa. That's not a bad idea. That looks like it might keep traffic going pretty good. Alright, this one's got some very interesting interchanges so far. You guys can't hear the music I'm playing. It's not really loud, I hope. I'm trying to keep it so it's like very low for me. I'm sorry, my eye is itchy. Oh. Okay. Even the intersections outside of the map that I can't reach are interesting. Let's count the one and one. What is this? Is that 2? Wow, it breaks into a whole bunch of different lines. Wait a second, let's go back to this corner. 1 and 2. 3 and 2. Cool mountain area. No trees though. 3 and 3, 4 and 3. Five and 4 of those. Okay. So it's got a decent amount of connections. That's good. Let's go check everything out now. See where these train lines go. Why are there so many through here? I know it's a 2 line that comes in. I've never seen one happen like that. They must be wanting to have you designate this as your... My God. Your industrial area, I guess, huh? So a 2 and 2 break off. Look at that. Like, well, hold on a second. I need to go inspect this. So I know we've got the double lines coming and going. Okay, I wonder if they're separate. Are these completely separated? That'd be very convenient, actually, if they have them completely separated. Let's double check it all. No, they're not completely separated. They merge there. Hi. And they merge here, though. Oh, wow. Look at this. Another changeover. So this map is set up for a lot of rail line stuff, but like, it's kind of not set up good. It's set up great until you get to here, where they merge under the bridge. Like, that's horrible. We don't want that. And then they merge again right here before the river. That's a contention point for a lot of train traffic. It would be nice if they just took them all the way to the edge of the map and had them separated. That way you could keep your... I like this area. You could keep your passenger and cargo lines completely separate. This intersection is strange. Why would you make it so the person coming down this lane doesn't have the option? Wait, they do have the option. Which person is it? Coming down this lane, they don't have the option to get off the highway. They just have to keep going. They do right here. Oh, I see. Takes them like that. Can they go this way, though? Oh, I see how it's working. Okay. Why wouldn't they just give them the 4th clover right here? You know, right? That's a very strange way to bypass. I wonder if that helps with merging traffic down here or something. maybe. Whole Foods, where nobody can afford to buy their groceries. I do like this map, though. I'm not even hooked up to anything, and look at all the train traffic that's already happening. That's a little concerning. I kind of like this intersection, which is kind of cool. I wonder if I'd be able to upgrade that to bigger roads, though. Kind of a neat way to deal with the traffic. I like this map. I will build on this map at some point, just so I can mess with the trains. I've got a lot of the industrial stuff for the game, like all the industry DLCs. And so I've got access to a whole bunch of stuff that I never use because, I don't know, I'm just not into the industry stuff as much. But I need an excuse to use it, and this map would be it. Big strip mine areas. Alright, next map. I do like this mountainous region. We can build something cool. I forget the name of the map we were just on, though. I haven't seen any of those snow maps either. Were we just at Nordheim? Where were we just at? I think it was Nordheim, right? Yeah, that's where we were just at, Nordheim. Milestone Valley. Have I seen this one? I think I've seen this one. Karstlands. What's this? I've never seen this. 68%. Did you guys get a lot of snow where you live? Yesterday? We live like on the East Coast. We got some snow. They got like 10, 15 inches just south of us. We only got a few inches here. I think we got 4 or 5 inches. Ooh, check this map out. This kind of reminds me of like somewhere in England or something. What is this? A giant rundown. Oh, there's an old covered bridge here. Can I move this asset? Foggy Bridge. Adjust road. What? So I can connect to it and turn this back into a bridge. That's awesome. I don't have a covered bridge anywhere else. They gave us an asset with this map. We could make this a nice little town. Oh, it's a walled town with a... Okay. No. Crap. And you could put a walking bridge on top of it. No way. We might have to use this map. I love this. These little roundabouts kind of suck, but... This map actually gives you assets that you can actually build on. Like, let's see, will it let me put a walking path or something up here? Let's find out, right? Let's just do this. No, it won't. How do I connect to this? Maybe it'll let me do these. Probably not, though. No. So we can connect to this one down here, it looked like. Let's try to actually connect a road to it and see what happens. Will it let us? Yes. So I can actually use this one. Oh, can we tunnel right underneath that? Nope, just go straight through it. Oh no, we broke the map. We'll have to start it over. But how about this? Can I... Oh, we can hook a road up to it. Look at that. Oh no, it takes the wall away though. That sucks. Shit. I was all excited we were going to get to use. Let's try these bigger ones, maybe. Oh, definitely not. That's not going to work. No, it just deletes the wall. And it doesn't come back when you delete stuff. That sucks. Alright, anyway, let's expand the map. Well, that's a first to have a map that gives you a road asset, like those little covered bridges. Wish I could move them and actually place them where I wanted to place them, you know. I don't have any covered bridges, I don't think. Alright, where did we start at here? Let's go up to the corner and count connections like usual. One road. 2 and 1. Three and 1, 3 and 2, 4 and 2, 5 and 2, 6 and 2, 7 and 2, 8 and 2. Alright, so 8 and 2. And we'll see, this is 3. I don't think I counted this one. 8 and 3. We started right here. Yeah, so 8 and 3. That's a lot of road connections. Not enough train, but... passenger train right now. H&R block. The blocks with H's and R's. I kind of like, it looks like there's a lot of great farmland here. Oh. I mean, there's nothing truly remarkable about this map. It's got a couple of really cool areas. Like you could build a nice little community down in here, you know. Here too, and over here, you can, you know, whatever. But there's nothing that screams out at me like, build me. Just kind of like, I don't know. This map feels to me like British comedy. Dull. But it's there. Next. Which one was that? That was Karstlands. That's where we were. Fondue Lake. All right, let's go make some cheesy fondue. I've never had true Swiss fondue. I want to try it. Warning, warning. If you build your city too big, it's going to crash. They even tell you at the beginning of the game. Our devs couldn't figure out how to make this run properly on console, so we're going to give you a warning before you start that if you make your city too big, you're probably going to crash a lot. Even on a PS5 Pro. Okay, let's check this first square out that they give us. Oh god, more of those useless one-lane off-ramp roundabouts. Oh, we got some train action happening on this map, though. Kind of like it so far. Let's go see. It's definitely got some variety here. What do they call this one? Fondue Lake? Alright, Fondue Lake. Let's go check it out. First of all, let's count our connections. One road, one rail, 2 and 1, 3 and 1. Huge mountain to build on. That's awesome. Four and 1. What was that, a rail? 4 and 2. Okay, that's better. Nice big lake area. 5 and 2. Oof, we need more train connections though. 6 and 3. 6 and 4. Alright, so 6 road connections, 4 train connections. That's pretty good. They've got some nice highway interchanges that are actually good for traffic, though unfortunately they're built off of these stupid... Oh wait, no, this one's a 3-lane. Cool, okay. Alright, they did this one good. That's strange. It dumps it into a 1-laner. Ingenious little way to deal with that little valley there. Oh. This just looks like a traffic juggernaut to me. I know roundabouts are supposed to keep them flowing, but once you get your city huge, they just don't work right. Nice old factory. Is this a oh no, that's a train line. That's interesting. I guess this is for the indecisive people that are lost. Why else would you put something like that in a roadway system? Oh, I love that triway they have right there. Check that out. It looks like art. I wonder if I have access to one of those. Too bad that's not actually on the map. Oh, ruin. So you could make a nice little community around this lake. Nice cliff. This feels like, I don't know, Scotland or Ireland or something. I like this, actually. I love the mountain. I could have a lot of fun with this. I've got those gondolas and stuff, and I really need big mountainous regions like this to make them worthwhile. We actually have ocean access, even though this is a lake map. I do like this map. We're going to come back to this map. If anybody has any suggestions on maps that I should build on, let me know. Alright, so we were just at Fondue Lake. I liked that. That was a yes. Expedition Harbor I've built on before. It's not bad. Tons of mountains. There's not a lot of build space. I've seen this one. It's just okay. Weaving Waters. I've never looked at this one. Let's go check it out. Educated citizens create less garbage. They don't shop at Walmart as often. Buying just trash. Alright. Hold on a second, I'm getting some livelihoods ready here real quick. Okay, so far I like the way this map looks. Oh, that's strange. Just gonna give us the creativeness with the highway. Okay, so that's odd. Hi. That's odd that they just end the highway like this. Sorry, we're exploring all the maps to see which is the next map for the next build. About halfway through them. I like the way this map looks so far. I love this winding river. Isn't there a maximum of what? Here, hold on, let me turn on my YouTube. Your chat got cut off. 1 second. No, I can do up to 25 tiles. 25. Actually, we'll unlock them all here. What the heck? Come on, Pandora, keep playing. Okay. Why is my music not playing? Okay, the volume was down, that's why. So there's 25 tiles that you can unlock, at least with this version. See, we've unlocked all of them. No, it's not a mod, it's just... So I'm on console, and it gives you in the menu the ability to unlock all 25 tiles. I'm not sure how many it gives you to start with. I think it's probably something like 9 or 10 tiles or something like that. But you do have the ability to unlock 25, but it gives you a warning when you unlock all 25, stating that pretty much when your city gets too big, you're going to crash. Hey, what's up, Kenya? So, yes, you can get 25 tiles, and that's what I've done. I'm going through and I'm unlocking all the tiles so we can explore all the maps and see what they offer and what kind of features they have. So I count all the lines coming and going too, like how many roadway systems and how many railway systems are coming from the outside of the map. So let's do that now. 1 and 1. I would count this normally as an outside line, but it dead ends at a factory, so we can't count it. I have a PC that I could play CS2 on, because they don't have CS2 for console yet, but I really don't want to have to bother with learning all the button pushers just to play the game on the PC. I like the console, it's way more convenient. Hopefully you can get your hands on a console to play this. That's probably a little less luxury. Okay, so I was at 1 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 2. Oh, it's got a low count. 4, 5, 5 and 2, we'll say. And all the road and train lines dead end for some reason. I guess they're giving you the option to go and build the map out. Like some of the other ones have your road lines all mapped out for you. I'm not too excited about this map. It's okay. It's got this nice plateau area to build a big city on. You live in the East Netherlands? I live in Virginia. I missed some of your chat. Let me open my YouTube again. You're next to the border. I have Dutch heritage. Yeah, I'm not too excited about this map. Let's go to the next one. That's good. Calm is good. You know? Okay, where were we at? Nordheim, Milestone Valley, Carson, Swansea Lake, Expedition Harbor. Okay, we just did Weaving Waters. That one was kind of not so great. I've seen Shifting Sands. It's just meh. Maze Valley. We've never seen this one. Let's go check it out. See where it says 25 tiles unlockable. Oops. I love games like this. They're non-confrontational. You're not running around shooting people. You get to be, like, creative with them, you know? I mean, it's fun building cities. Lots of islands. Yeah, we're looking around. There was one map with lots of islands. It looks really nice. Ooh, look at this intersection. How neat. Looks like a P for Publix. All right, let's open this map up. I like this map so far. It's very defined. Okay, let's go count connections first off. That's interesting. I love the deep valleys. We'll be able to build some nice bridges here. Okay, one road, one track. Two and one. Yeah. We need to build some. 2 and 1. Oof, this is not good. 2 and 1 so far. 2 and 2. Right, this map is no good for road connections. It's got 2 road and 2 rail connections. I'm going through it right now just to explore the maps, and I've gotten past the point of, like, the challenge of building with limited money. I'm really good at building, so I've figured out how to just build things quickly and generate lots of money. So now I'm to the point where I just turn infinite money on and I get really creative with the cities and don't have to worry too much about it. But this looks like it would be a fun map to build on. Lots of high ridges, low valleys, lots of opportunities for bridges, though your highway systems would be a little difficult to make. I've got a lot of the DLCs. I've got most of them, actually. I've got hotels and retreats, the financial districts, the pedestrian areas, which are like, get pretty expansive. I've got the industries DLCs, the park life DLCs, the disaster DLCs, and then there's lots of hidden DLCs that I have, like in the other menus, like the Content Creator Pack Shops of Shibuya, and the Content Creator Packs Countryside, the Mountain Village DLC, the Sports Venues DLCs, the Heart of Korea DLC, Skyscraper DLC, Seaside Resorts, Japan DLCs, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that they hide in, like through all the other buildings that are parts of DLCs, like this stuff, like the more Shops of Shibuya. Here's more countryside stuff, Mountain Village, sports venue stuff still. Here's the mid-century modern DLC, Bridges and Piers DLCs, tourism and leisure DLC stuff. And, there's a lot. There's so much stuff. Like content creator pack stuff through here, all the public transport hub stuff, like the cable car stuff, the monorail stuff. There's a bunch of different kinds of airports and ships and trains and so much. Yeah, it's nice. I've got the universities DLC. I can't name them all. There's probably 20 different DLCs that I've got. I've got the different car one. I bought that one the other day, the one with the multiple kinds of cars and stuff. And all right, let's move on to the next map. I like this map. Doesn't have enough connections for us though. That's the problem. Especially if I decide to blow that map out and make it really, really large. Only having 2 rail lines is a big issue. Whoop, wait. New map. Alright, so we were just at... We've seen them all up to... Where were we just now? Maze Valley. That's where we were, I think. Yeah, that's where we were, Maze Valley. That was a nice map. Emerald Cliffs, I've never seen this. Let's check it out. I currently have a huge metropolitan city that I've built in a very difficult map. And I'm almost finished with it, and so that's why I'm looking through new maps here. I need to go back and just kind of finish it up and do the little touches here and there. And I like the intersection, that's nice. Let's open this up. Nothing jumps out at me right away with this map. Not like some of them have. That one had actual covered bridges we could use. Alright, let's check this map out. So here's kind of where they start us. City Skylines 2, I can't wait for that. We don't have that on console yet. That's relatively new. That just came out like a year ago, I think, for computer, or 2 years ago for computer. They're supposed to be releasing it to us here eventually, but I don't know when. They're having a lot of problems with it on console. Right, let's go back into the back corner and count our connections. One road, one track. 2 and 2. 3 and 2. Oof. 4, or 3 and 3, excuse me. So there's 3 road, 3 rail. That's not bad. That could be better, but I love the rivers on this map. It's very expansive. We have access to the ocean, which is good. Maybe some opportunities to make some dams, possibly. A lot of water. A lot of mountains. A lot of tunnel opportunities. What is this? Kind of like a southwest thingy. Not a bad map. We've seen better though, but this is a nice map. It's got a nice look to it. A lot of open space. lot of water. You've got some good terrain that goes up high. You've got access to the ocean. So it's got everything you'd want, though the connections are a little light. It's only got 3 road, 3 rail connections, which is, if anybody knows about building huge cities in this game, that's really going to be a problem. And console doesn't have the expansive pack to like make unlimited connections. Not that I can find anyway. Alright, next map. So my favorite ones so far are this one here, Victory Harbor, was really great. Starfort Delta was okay, but I don't know, I'm on the line about it. Rosenstein Castle was good. Rock Valley not so much, Pine Lakes not so much. Paradise Coast was nice. Oxbow River was okay. Midshire is boring and plain, but it's huge. And you'd be able to make a metropolitan city bigger than any other map here. Badland Ridges was just okay. Tranquility Cove was fun. Red Cliff Reservoir, we might come build there someday just because it looks like Lake Mead. Promise Island was fun. Which one had the volcano? I think it was either Promise Island or Nordheim. I don't remember which one it was. Might have been Tranquility Cove. Whatever one had the volcano caldera, we definitely want to build in someday. Karstlands was no good. Fondue Lake was fun. Expedition Harbor I've seen, that's fun. Caldera's meh. Weaving Waters kind of sucked. Shifting Sands was boring. Maze Valley was okay, I'd like that one. Emerald Cliffs is just eh. Coastal Flatland, we've never seen this, let's check it out. I think this one came with my Resorts DLC. Came with a bunch of maps. Yeah, we looked at Promise Island. I'd go back and look at it again if you want to see it. We'll do that after this. Just remind me so I don't forget, because I've got a bad memory. Okay, nothing that really screams out at me right away, but it's got a very, very beautiful beach area. And an okay looking intersection. I like to see some of the intersections they put on the map. Some of them actually are really nice. Give me ideas for my own. Because making intersections in this game is difficult, like the highway intersections, if you're just doing it all on your own and not relying on something that's already there for you. And I like how they've done this. They raised the highway up and they brought the off-ramps and the on-ramp down the center and split it like that. I really like that. It makes them nice and long, so it helps deal with heavy traffic. Keeps your traffic jams at a minimum. Beautiful place for, oh, look at this. We can have a resort island. Accessible only by boats. I kind of like that, actually. That's an interesting way to do these intersections. I like this one though. It's nice and smooth looking. So far I really like this map. Lots of open space. There's a little bit of elevation change. Lots of water to play with. Strange train line here. Is an incoming or outgoing? It's coming in, okay. It's not bad. It's only got a few connections. Where's this river going, in or out? Oh cool, this one's going out, so you can have all of your wastewater flushing out of the map this way and not have to worry about pollution. I love these little islands out here off the coast. What is that? Something under the water right there. I really like this map based on the fact that I've never used any of my resort stuff. And this would be really nice. Though the rest of it's just rather boring. You don't get a lot of it's just water. So that'll be a definite yes someday. Let's come back to it. Now, which map did you want to see? Let me go back to the other maps. Promise Island is the one you wanted to see, right? Yeah, let's go to Promise Island so this dude can see it. We've already seen this one, but it's a nice one. I've built on this one before. Doesn't have tons and tons of building space, but it's got a lot of elevation change, a lot of water features, and more of a challenging build map. Oh wait, no, this is not the one that I built. Oh, this is the one with the caldera we were talking about. Okay. I'm confused. I thought this was a different map. Let me reopen this for you so you can see. This is the one I was talking about with the caldera that I really liked. Which I said that is a definite yes someday because, look, man, wouldn't this be awesome to build like a town in here? It'd be so awesome. But it's got a lot of really nice coastline. It's got a lot of nice highway stuff. That some of this would have to be rebuilt because those roundabouts are kind of funky. It had an okay amount of connections. You know, a lot of elevation change. Little sandbar cove back here. That's this one. See, it's a caldera from a volcano, and it would be so cool to be able to build a town right here, right? Check that out. And it has a little bit of water coming out of it, too, which is surprising. So it's kind of like a little tropical, Hawaiian tropical paradise inside the volcano up here. They even put some purple trees in for you. A little stream that goes all the way out to the ocean out here. You've got a lot of nice little coves like this around this map, which would be good for the resorts, right? The only thing I don't like about this, I like this map in its entirety, except for these funky, weird intersections. We'd have to redo most of the highway systems on this map. Like, they're just horrible. Like, roundabout in the middle of your highway system for absolutely no reason. We're just going to slap it in there. But I love this cove right here. Check this out with the sandbar. That's perfect. Place to put your observation telescopes up here and stuff. Kind of like a Hawaiian map. It's a nice map. This is one of the nicer maps, I think. The only downside to this map is your building area is very small. There just isn't a lot of it. And you're very limited on your farming. Actually, let's look at the mineral map. So yeah, limited farming, a lot of forestry. There is some oil, but all of your oil is designated to water. Except for like right here and right here. And a little bit on the coast right here, but you'd still need to have, there's a ton of ore. But all of the ore on this map, again, is like way up on a mountain's edge or something. So it's going to be difficult to build your ore gathering sites when it's all mountainous like this. You'd have to flatten something out, which might. See, look at all your oil reserves out in the water. Build a lot of oil platforms. So you're kind of limited on resources with this map, but it's a beautiful map. I love it. Specifically, if it didn't have this caldera, I'd say no to this map, but I love it based on the caldera. Because What fun would it be to build a city inside an old volcano, right? Alright, let's go to the next map. I can smell lunch is almost ready. Okay, so we were at Carson's, we've seen this, we've seen that. Seen Maze, seen that. Winding River, I've never seen this one. We just saw Coastal Flatland. I've never seen any of these, so let's go down and look at them. Also going to fast forward the song because oh. Winding River, what are they talking about? It's like a creek. There is barely any water flow in this. Oh, we on an island? I didn't expect this. Okay. Interesting. What is this? A giant... What is this? Is this supposed to be an old strip mine or something? I think so. Look at the train tracks. They go all the way around it. Crazy. And they just dead end here. I'm not sure exactly. I guess this is supposed to resemble a strip mine, maybe? And it's its own island. This is funky. Oh, and there's a crashed ship over here. Oh, and there's some lighthouses out here. Big barrier of rocks. So this would be a cool industrial site, right? Oh, the train lines tunnel in here. Check that out. Where are they tunneling to? Wait a second. Let's go to the edge and count all of our lines coming in, right? So 1 and 1. One train, one road coming in. We're going to say this is a connection, so 2 and 2 right here. But I don't really know where that comes or goes to, really. Maybe they break out of that. I see the train lines going in the tunnels right there. And one of them comes out right here. So 3 for this one. This is weird. This has no connection, so it has a rail line. So I don't know how we would get trains over there. The chip's like I'm staying out of the map. Okay, so we've got like no connections really. This map is very, 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 very poor for railway and road connections. Okay. Wow, it's really bad. So we'll say 2 and 2. That's it. So you're unbelievably limited on connections. This is a very interesting intersection. It has a tunnel for the train line here. Though, short of its downfall of limited connections. I love the way the map is in itself. Just I love how they've done the train lines, like with the road right here into the tunnel. Only one of the train lines comes out. Where the hell does the other one go? Is that a connection? Oh, you know what? I guess we can probably look, huh? Let's look. Oh, I have to build a train station to actually see the lines. Do we have anything I can build next to just quickly? No, let's just slam a road down and plop a train station out. Because I want to see where those lines go. Okay. So, oh, okay, they just connect into one. Oh, I was all excited that they would. Where's those other ones at to go underground? Is that right here? Yeah, where do these go? Let's see. Oh, just again, that connects into one. But it does go outside of the map, but not really. Yeah, it does. Okay. We technically have an extra connection here, but look at this interchange. What is going on here? What the... Excuse my language, but this is just dumb. What the hell is this? They just went roundabout happy. Why is there another roundabout over here branching off? This is very confusing. Wait a minute. What the hell? You ever see those little toys that the kids have with the colored pencils and they can draw in circles? And like eventually it makes a design. That's what I felt like they did with the roads here. Just here, oh my god. Okay, out of all the intersections we've seen on all the maps, this is the most crazy one. I don't even know how to... Let's say we get off at this exit. Now we want to get off again. Now we're going to get off again. And we're just going to go around this roundabout like 8 times. And then we're going to come back. And we're going to get off again. We're going to get them over here. Oh my god. Yeah, it would be. It'd be a fun map, though. You're really limited on your connections. That would be a big pain in the butt. But it's got all these cool little coves and beaches, and this winding river isn't much of a river. It's more of a creek. You would suck the water up out of this river with one pump. Like one or two pumps and this river would run dry. What? This is... No. Robert Road just dead ends right there. That's really strange. What are they trying to go for here? Is that supposed to reconnect over here somewhere, I guess? And take you to... Why would they even put an intersection here is the question. There's no room. Now you're taking up all your build space. Alright, next map. I like this map, but all of the highway systems would have to be completely deleted and rebuilt. Because they're just not good. Alright. Where were we? Was that Winding River Table? Was that Winding River? Yes. Okay, let's go to Table Mountains. Yeah, you're probably right. Sorry, your chat is very delayed. Look at this interchange. I kind of like that. Though that would be hard. There'd be a lot of traffic right here because they're too close together. Let's unlock the areas. Alright, let's go count our connections first, and then we'll go explore the map. Because the connections is a big deal for me. I need extra connections, so 1 and 1, that's good so far. Oof. Not doing so good here, folks. 2 and 2. Oh, here's another map with barely any connection. So 2 and 2, that's very poor. Especially for this much. There's a lot of build space here. Look at this. Do these rivers have access to the ocean? No. Not on the console version, we can't. I wish we could. I can't. If there's a way that I can do this on console that I'm not aware of, please teach me, because I'm not able to. I've not been able to do that. There is a DLC that you can buy for the computer version of this that does give you extra connections, but that's not available to us on console, unfortunately, that I know of. I love this big winding river through the map. It's really nice. Looks like you got a good variety of farming and some forestry. A lot of river delta area. Yeah, watch. I'll do that. It's a whole lot of nada. See? There's no way for me to... Doesn't let me. Unfortunately. I wish it did. It would solve a lot of the problems that I have. It'll work in Skylines 1 if you have the pack, but it won't work in Skylines 1 on console. So Skylines 1 console that I'm playing right now does not have that, unfortunately. Yeah, very low connections here. Oh, what is this? Is this another connection? Okay. Well, hold on a second. That is. It's another connection coming from over here. They just have it tunneled. Wonder if there's more train lines coming in like that somewhere. Maybe. This would not be a challenging map. I can tell you right now, this would be a very easy map to build out. It's very open. You do have some elevation changes and stuff, but it would be very easy to manipulate this with your tools and make it how you want it. The river is key for this map. That's a nice river. The only downside about this is it's like really your only water source. And building a city the size that this map would allow you to build it would suck this river dry. You would have to build water towers to survive. These lakes aren't even close to big enough. Just out of experience, to make a city as big as you could fit on this map, your river would definitely be just sucked dry. You'd have to be very creative with your water management. Alright, next map. I like that map. Not my favorite, though. Where were we? This way. We did Winding River, we did Table Mountains, is what we just did, I think, right? River Plains. River Delta. Mountain Plain. Okay, we've never done River Plains. Let's go check. 81% build area, so it's obviously huge. Whoops, what am I doing? I'm going to stop and take a break for lunch here in a minute. Oh, interesting. Kind of made it go around this little rock feature. I like that. Little broken down tree there. It's pretty. Oh, this looks like it'll be an interesting map. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. Count our connections first. 1. 2 and 1. Oof. 3 and 1. I'm telling you right now, just based on it only has 1 train connection, I would never build this map out. Not only, like you said, is it too simple, it's very flat in a lot of it. The size of the city that you would be able to build here, you don't have the rail access to be able to support that city. You have 1 train line coming into the map. That's it. Like, that'll clog so fast, you won't be able to have a train line. It'll just be 1 train clog. That's kind of boring. Nothing really jumps out at me saying build on me. This feature right here is kind of cool, but that's it. Meh. Wait, is this another rail line? Does it have 2? Did I miss one? Oh, it does have 2. Okay, so 2. Still not enough. Next map. Okay, what did we just do? That was River Plains, I think. That was horrible. River Delta is next. 78%, surprising with all that water we can see. Alright, yep, we know. I'm curious with this one. It has a lot of water, but it says 78% is buildable. So, let's see. Wow, that's a lot of water. Look at that crazy intersection. Hold on, let's open this up. Alright, where was this intersection that we just saw? That's strange. I like it though. I like how they have the rocks in the middle and stuff. Some palm trees. Just dead ends here though. Look at this map. Wow. Now let's count our connections first off. One train. And one highway. 1 and 1. 2 and 1. 2 and 2. Maybe. 3 and 3. Okay. Well, 3 of each. So 3 and 3 for train lines and roads. That's not too bad. So we could have more, but it's doable. This one is crazy with like little rivers and stuff. Your land value would be really, really, really high on this map based on everything's built next to water. I guess that's the feature of this map, is just the crazy snaking waterways that go everywhere. Where's this tunnel go to? Okay, I see. I like this. This would be a challenging map. You wouldn't really be able to grid this map. It would be difficult. You would have to be creative with your roadways, following the contours of the land. It would definitely make for a very unique city. Very, very unique. Though I have a feeling your traffic would be kind of a nightmare. This is a very weird intersection. Alright, next map. I like that map. It's not bad. Might actually build on it someday, just based on the fact that it would definitely be a challenge with all that water the way it is. Alright, so we just did River Delta. Let's do Mountain Plain. Mountain Plain. I think that Caldera map, the one with the volcano. I don't know, it's a cool map. I might have to build on that. Volcano City. Alright. Here's our first little square. It's got an interesting intersection. Oops. I like these mountains. They're not too big, but they're not small. You can really dam these up and make a big dam. Count connections, 1 and 1. Two and 2. And that is it. 2 and 2. Oof. So I guess we could build like a New Orleans style map somewhere here. It's okay. It's a little boring. A little bit boring. Yeah. Yep. I don't think I like this map. Let's go to the next one. Actually, let's just go this way. We're going to be closer to this side. I think. Maybe not. Where do we just leave off? I got a lot of maps to look at still. Jesus. I didn't realize I had so many. Okay, so we were just at... We just did River Delta, Mountain Plain, that's where we were at. Land of Isles. Let's check this one out. I've never seen this one. This might be cool. First square is cool. A lot of beachfront property here. One super funky intersection. My. Look at that. Alright, let's unlock the areas here. Oh, look at this island. This looks like a cool island. Alright. Love this cove right away. Yeah, these mountains are fun. A lot of farmland, you got some forestry, nice flat top on spot, or flat spot on top. Train line tunneling under the water. Okay, so we do have a connection for trains and roads here. I like the highway system, how it splits around the mountains and stuff. This is a beautiful map. This would definitely be a challenge. Love how they've tunneled the highways and areas. This is nice. Little coves here and there. You get a nice view even off the edge of the map. Pretty little map. Ooh, thank you. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah. Alright, folks, I'm going to go have some lunch, brunch. My wife just put some food down in front of me. I will be back. I love this map. This is really pretty. Very pretty map. Not a lot of connections, but it's not a lot of build space either. But gosh, it's beautiful. Alright, I'll be back about half an hour. Ooh, my controller is almost dead too. Look at that.